Hello class! Today we will learn about figures of sound. We will discuss what is figure of sounds, the types of figures of sounds, and we will also explain the examples of figures of sounds. So now, what is figure of sound? Figure of sound, also known as sound devices, are literary techniques that use the sound of words to create specific effect or enhance a piece of writing. Think of them as musical elements that adds rhythm, texture, and emotion to the language. It means that figure of sound is a technique in writing or poetry that uses sounds of words in a sentence to make it more interesting, musical, and expressive. It helps create rhythm, mood, and emotion in the poem or a story. Now, the four types of figure of sounds that we will discuss are the onomatopoeia, the alliteration, the assonance, and the consonance. Consonants rather. So now, what is onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia is the use of words that imitate sounds. They describe such as bang and beep. It means that onomatopoeia is used when the words imitates or sounds like the noise it describes. It helps readers to imagine the sound in their mind. For example, the bee buzz. The word buzz sounds like the real noise that the bee makes. When you read it, you can imagine the sound of a bee. So for our next example, let's analyze it. How they tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the icy air of night. So what sound do you hear in this sentence? Yes, very good. The word tinkle sounds like the light ringing sound of bells. And why do you think the author repeated the word tinkle 3 times? That's right. It helps us imagine the continuous sounds of the bells in the quiet night. So class, what figure of sound do you think is this? Correct, it is onomatopoeia because the word imitates the real sound. So next, let's define what is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning closely placed words. It means that this happens when the words close together start with the same consonant sound. It makes the sentence easy to remember. Example: she sells seashells at the seashore. Many words start with letter S, which are the she, sells, seashells, sea, and shore. So this repetition makes the sentence catchy and rhythmic. So for our next example, let's analyze it. Okay class, let's read the line together. Over the cobbles, he clattered and clashed in the dark in yard. So what is the repeated sound in this sentence? Yes, the C and K sound in the cobbles, clattered, and clash. So why do you think the writer used these repeated sounds? Very good. It makes the action stronger and more dramatic. So what figure of sound is this? Yes, correct. It is alliteration. So now let's proceed to assonance. So assonance is the repetition of vowel sound within the nearby words in a line or sentence. It means that it is the repetition of vowel sound inside the words in a sentence. For example, the cat sat on the mat. The word cat sat mat repeated the same A vowel sound. This creates a smooth and musical sound in the sentence. For another example, thou still unravished bride of quietness. Let's analyze this class. Please listen carefully. Thou still unravished bride of quietness. What vowel sound do you hear repeated? Very good. The I sound in still and bride. This repetition makes the line sound smooth and poetic. So class, what figure of sound is this again? Correct, it's assonance. Next is our consonants. So this is the repetition of consonant sound within a word. Specifically, the repeated consonant sound appears in the middle or at the end of the words. So this means that consonants is the repetition of consonant sound in the middle or end of the words. Always remember that. So consonants adds rhythm to the sentence. For example, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. The N sounds repeats in many words like in rain, Spain, mainly, and plain. This sounds repeats in many words like in rain, Spain, mainly, and plain. This repetition of consonant sounds gives the same rhythm. Another example is, and the silken sad, uncertain rustling. So class, read the line with me. In the silken, sad, uncertain rustling. What sound do you notice repeating? Yes, the S sound in silken, sad, and rustling. And how this sound makes the line feel? Correct. It creates a soft whispering effect. So what figure of sound is this? Excellent. This is consonants. Do you understand our discussion, class? Very good. So what is the types of figures of sounds again? We have the onomatopoeia, alliteration, the assonance, and lastly the consonants. Thank you for listening. I hope you really understand and you learned something today. Bye!